To our developing story unfolding in Ekurhuleni at this hour, the mayoral candidate in Xolani Khumalo said to hand himself over to police. It seems there's an impromptu media briefing. Let's listen in. All right, so once again, these are live pictures we're beaming to you outside a local police station, I understand, in Ekurhuleni, where ActionSA's mayoral candidate in Xolani Khumalo is said to voluntarily hand himself over to police. And this follows leaks, we understand, from within the SAPS of an intention to arrest him on assault charges, dating back to last year. In fact, it related to an incident involving a self-confessed drug dealer. ActionSA, though, who you can see has come out in support of Xolani Khumalo, describing this charge as yet another round of harassment in retaliation by criminals for Khumalo's war on criminality in Ekurhuleni. According to the party itself, last year Khumalo was present during an SAPS operation in Katlehong, and that's when the resident of a suspected drug dealer was apparently raided. Police there discovered unlicensed ammunition and arrested the suspect. However, instead of being charged and appearing before court, we're told the suspect was released from custody and his unlicensed ammunition returned to him. So we're trying to get a sense now of what exactly the program of action is going to be, given what seems to be a bit of a scrum involving supporters of ActionSA and some of our media colleagues. Mbalenhle Mthethwa is also in the mix there, trying to get a word I saw earlier on in Mbalenhle from Xolani Khumalo himself. Help us understand what's likely to unfold now.
Well, you know, Ayanda, I did, as you have rightfully said, I did get a word with Xolani, and he did in fact express that his disappointment with what is happening right now, in the sense that he's fighting crime, and yet, you know, it seems as though, and he used the words "kushawa edontayo," and that is a Zulu term that means that, you know, if you are doing something right, you know, it means that you're the one who gets the most lashings, and obviously expressing unhappiness with all of this, but also saying that he's going inside, and it seems as though he's resigned himself to this. And I have a few members of ActionSA right before me. He's joined by the chairperson, Michael Beaumont, as well as the national chairperson, Michael Beaumont, as well as the provincial chairperson. Yes, the provincial chairperson is also here. They are all here to support him. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us. I know you are not probably trying to speak to us, but you are right in front of us, so you might as well speak to me. Funzi Nkobeni, as the provincial chairperson, how do you feel about today?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's important that we must send a message to the drug dealers, to the drug lords, to the police who are working with these drug lords, that they're not going to intimidate us. We're not going to allow them to harass Xolani or to harass any of the people who are fighting drugs and who are fighting these criminals. We are here to stand with him. We are here to stand with the victims, our children who are being drugged every day by these syndicates. We are here to show what is to happen, and we won't allow that Xolani be silenced with the work that he's doing.
How confident are you? Do you think the charges against him are strong? And do you think that these charges will in fact go to trial, or if this matter will be thrown out of court eventually?
We are party of the rule of law, and that is why we are here to support Xolani to hand himself. Charges they have against him. Our lawyers are ready to defend Xolani. We are here outside to defend him, and we'll continue to do that up until the end.
Okay. And what happens if he is found guilty come the election time and he's no longer able to stand as your mayoral candidate? What do you then do then?
Much as we don't want to presume what's going to happen, but we are confident that Xolani is going to stand as the mayoral candidate of ActionSA, is going to emerge as the mayor of Ekurhuleni. We are not deterred, we are not scared, we are not frightened. We are here to come and demonstrate that we are confident that Ekurhuleni eventually is going to find a mayor that's going to care for his people, a mayor that's going to work for them, ensure that we deal with corruption that's happening in Ekurhuleni. So we are so confident on this man. He is the mayor of Ekurhuleni.
This is not the first time you're here. How do you feel about being here yet again?
Like I said before, Shaiwa Ekijimai. If you work, you'll be victimized. So unfortunately, this is the country we live in, and we are ruled by criminals. Our law enforcement is influenced by criminals. But we will not stop. I will not. The only way to stop me is for them to kill me. But what I know is that this is my home, this is my country. I'll fight until the end. So they just is very close to my heart. And like I know, because Bank Sugele Manj, the operations are going to happen. It's in over fast.
There you have it. He's handing himself over, and we are going to follow him. We're walking with him, and he's walking towards the entrance. Michael Beaumont, as the national chairperson, please, can we please walk and talk with him? Our camera colleague.
You have to walk quickly.
Okay, no, we're walking and talking. Right behind us. Are you able to just
Sure.
Yeah, we're going to have to walk backwards at this point. How are you feeling right now as a party? Do you feel you chose the right person for the position of the mayoral candidate for the city of Ekurhuleni, given that he now has to hand himself over to the police?
We couldn't have chosen a better candidate. The fact that the police members at a station like this will harass Xolani Khumalo for doing the right thing and fighting against drug dealers in this community means we've chosen the right candidate. And look around you. This community is speaking for itself. They want leadership that fights crime, that fights drug dealing, and ultimately that's what they have with Xolani Khumalo, and we stand behind him 100%, and we will campaign night and day to make him the mayor of Ekurhuleni.
Okay, now what if he's still in prison and he's convicted by the time the elections come? What do you do? Do you abandon him and find someone else?
We're not worried about a conviction. We've seen this pattern of behavior before. The police have charged him before, and then the NPA drops the charges later because this is not a serious case. This is a matter of political intimidation being carried out by the law enforcement agencies of our country. And at the end of the day, we don't take it seriously, and neither does Xolani Khumalo. We will be on the streets campaigning on the issues that matter to Ekurhuleni residents tomorrow morning.
So you will be here, as he has said, he is going to make sure that there are operations here as he hands himself over. Should we run inside so that we can see the whole process? Shall we? Please, Ayanda, stay with us. Don't leave us, Ayanda, just yet. We are just walking inside to see Xolani Khumalo hand himself over to the police. And here we are. We find ourselves here. Those trying to prevent us from coming inside, but we are moving closer and closer. He's here. Here he is as he walks inside the police station. He's walking towards the entrance of the police station, and we're just going to ask him to slow him down just a little bit so that our camera person can catch up with him. I'm literally stopping him from entering, and I'm not stopping him from going in because I don't want him to hand himself over. It's just so that we all get the same visuals and the same images. Our camera person is now stationed in front of him. As you can see, there he is. We're walking into the police station right now with him. Bazama kwenzani?
Bazama ukungisola.
Cha, sikustopi.
We have to go that way.
There he is asking where should he go to hand himself over. We are now inside the police station as he's handing himself over, and he is joined by the provincial chairperson, Funzi Ngobeni. We're walking into a crime office where he will then hand himself over. There he is sitting down, where an officer will then process him, and sitting next to Funzi Ngobeni, who is the provincial chairperson for ActionSA. The national chairperson, Michael Beaumont, is outside, and the police are here. Is only just media personnel that have entered inside, and here he is. There is a conversation happening between them, and as you've heard from Michael Beaumont, that they feel that these charges are bogus and that they will not see the light of day, and that they could potentially be thrown out of court by the National Prosecuting Authority. But we could also see it dragging through the courts, where the NPA or the state could be arguing that they need more time to investigate the matter and get more evidence. Anything can really happen at this stage before the charges are ultimately dropped, or the case is ultimately thrown out of court, or ultimately leads to a conviction. But here he is. He has officially handed himself over to the police station in Katlehong, a very reserved man who has resigned himself to what is happening right now. But he's not come alone. He's come with the support and the arsenal of ActionSA, that has vowed to use its lawyers as well as its attorneys to fight all the charges. The investigating officer coming inside to ensure that there are charges and so on. And there he is communicating with the investigating officer, just sharing a little bit of banter there. Unsure as to what will happen next, but he has officially handed himself over to the police. Ayanda.
Right, Mbalenhle Mthethwa is reporting live to us there from the Katlehong police station, where, as you can see on your screen there, Xolani Khumalo, ActionSA's mayoral candidate in Ekurhuleni, has now handed himself over, where we anticipate he may be charged with assaults relating to an incident last year where he apparently tried to an operation, or was involved in an operation to raid a suspected drug dealer's home. ActionSA pouring cold water over these charges, of course, calling them bogus, but of course they have a tall task of proving that beyond just the allegations and the conjecture, at the very least, that they bring to the fore. It's a developing story sharply on our radar this Monday morning, so to get you the latest as soon as we get it.